Hey guys, this week's edition of Campfire Tales at the Land Camp is on location out here in Cosby, Tennessee. So I'm out here actually looking at a piece of land that sits just back in this cul-de-sac here, undeveloped area, but it's beautiful. It's hard to tell, and I'm gonna try and zone in. This mountain back here over my shoulder is right up there is what I believe English Mountain, and I just came across it, and it's incredible hairpin turns and just um, unbelievable views and just all kinds of crazy stuff that you saw as I was riding through there. So anyway, I've been out looking at property today that we're looking at putting offers on, that from leads that have come in this week. So that's really just following up on a good bit of leads, like I alluded to last week, that have come in through our system, through our mailers, and thankful for that. We've been pretty busy in terms of communicating back and forth and doing due diligence and CMAs and trying to figure out what's going to be a good fit or not a good fit. And we determined that based on several criteria that we walk through. We follow what we call the build method, and that's buy unwanted idle land at a discount. And so if we can do that, great. If it fits our purchase criteria and we can work out a deal with the sellers, then that's amazing. If not, it's no worries, no skin off our back, and hopefully they don't lose any sleep over it either. So we try to do a fair offering, fair business with folks, and we want to make sure that people feel treated well and respectful. And so that kind of leads into my, sorry, it's got gnats flying around out here. My kind of advice, insights for the week is communication, based on communication. So for example, we've got a deal that we're looking at closing on in about 10 days. And with this piece of property, I believe I talked about it, where there's utility easements and so there's a lot of unknowns that we're trying to figure out. And so my communication back with the seller has been pretty constant over the last 7 days or so, because they wanted to know, as they should, around our due diligence period ending, if we needed any more time, if that was going to be it, we're going to move forward with the deal, whatever that looked like. And so my communication was, every time I said, hey, I'm going to follow up with you by this date, I did. No matter if I had an answer for them or not, I said, hey, this is what's going on. Here's where I'm at. I don't have any further information, unfortunately. I'm hoping that I'll have it by 3 days from now. So in 3 days, I'm following back up. Hey, I've got information. I still need to answer 2-3 more questions before I can make an intelligent answer about moving forward here. Even if I look like a dummy, I don't care. I want to follow up and stand behind my word and be vocal and in their ear, so that they know that even if I don't give them a favorable answer, I'm true and I have character and integrity, and I'm going to stand up and I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do. And that follows up with just the small things, such as responding and calling back or emailing back when you say you are. So I encourage you to do that. If you are in this business, don't leave people hanging. Don't just ghost them. It's a terrible way to do business. And, we all need to up our customer service game. We certainly don't do it the best here at Davidson Land Company and the Land Camp, but we try. We try to do exceed expectations. That's an old saying from former life, from Jeff Bird, who is a GM at Bristol Motor Speedway. Exceed expectations, and also another one, inspect what you expect. So if I'm out here looking at this piece of property and on the maps it looks great, but I can tell when I pulled up off the main road, there's some abandoned buildings and homes, so I'm not sure if this is a great fit or not. So me inspecting and not just expecting this to be a great deal because it looked good online is something that I encourage you all to do. Get out and inspect as best you can. So if you can't get out there physically yourself, hire somebody to go out and check it out and take videos and photos and let you know what's going on. So anyway, we could all be better. And so that's at the end of today. I just want to encourage you to be better, do better. If you say you're going to do something, follow up and do it. And that's with anything in life, not just your business, with your family, with your friends, in your circles, whatever that looks like. So anyway, I'll stop preaching. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for checking out Campfire Tales at the Land Camp. One day I'm actually going to have a campfire and record with the actual campfire. That'd be cool, right? Kind of makes sense. But for now, this is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the content that I'm posting, any of the topics that we're talking through. Happy to answer those. Follow us on social media, Davidson Land Company, The Land Camp. They're both out there. And we're going to be doing a webinar here soon. I want to mention this. Doing a webinar about the land camp and how people are learning to buy and sell land, invest in land, and make money doing so, and change their trajectory in life. So it's really cool. I'm watching it happen with some students right now that have gone through earlier in the year, and they're starting to crush it. So it's really cool to see, and I'm excited for them. So hopefully there'd be something that, if you have any interest, check it out. I'll let you know. I'll keep details probably through social media, so make sure you follow Davidson Land Company, the Land Camp, and on Instagram, Facebook. Yeah, that's primarily. I do some things on Twitter, but not a whole lot. So Instagram and Facebook are probably the primary platforms. All right, talk to you later, guys.